Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. You know that feeling, right? That itch you get to just book a flight, grab your backpack, and disappear to some far-off corner of the world? I live for that feeling. But here's the thing about adventure. It doesn't always go as planned. Today's video is all about something that could save your life while traveling. The mistakes I wish I knew could put me in danger. Whether you're a first-time traveler or you've practically got passport stamps tattooed on your skin, some of these might surprise you, and a few, well, let's just say I had to learn the hard way. So buckle up, because we're about to dive headfirst into the mistakes that could totally ruin your trip, or worse. Alright, first up, let's talk about scams. Mistake number 1, ignoring local scams. Look, every single place on this planet, from the most tourist-packed cities to those hidden gem villages, has its own brand of scams. I'm talking about those too-good-to-be-true situations that are designed to prey on unsuspecting travelers. Think fake petitions being waved in your face in Paris, those friendship bracelet hustles in Rome, or taxi meters that magically seem to spin faster than a DJ's turntable in Bangkok, and those are just a few examples. The good news is a little bit of research goes a long way. Before you even set foot off that plane, do yourself a favor and hit up Google or even TikTok. Seriously, search for scams in your destination and brace yourself. You'll be amazed by the creativity of some of these scams, but more importantly, you'll be prepared. Trust me, a few minutes of reading could save you a whole lot of money, stress, and maybe even a few tears. Next up is a mistake I'm almost embarrassed to admit I made. Mistake number 2, flaunting your stuff. I used to think I was so cool, rocking my best watch and my fanciest camera around my neck like some kind of travel show host. Newsflash, I wasn't cool. I was a walking, talking bullseye for every pickpocket and shady character within a 5-mile radius. Here's the thing, when you're in a new place, you want to blend in, not stick out like a sore thumb. Ditch the flashy jewelry, keep your expensive gadgets tucked away, and for goodness sake, invest in a good money belt or anti-theft bag. Those things are lifesavers, literally. And listen, I know it's tempting to show off your style, but trust me, your belongings will thank you for keeping a low profile. Alright, mistake number 3 is all about maintaining your composure. I'm talking about looking lost in public. You know the drill. You're standing on a busy street corner, phone clutched in your hand, frantically swiping through Google Maps, or worse, unfolding a map the size of a small car. Let me tell you, nothing screams tourist louder than that. And guess what? Tourists are easy targets. So what's the solution? Simple. Play it cool. Instead of panicking on the sidewalk, duck into a cafe, a shop, or even a hotel lobby. Take a breath, regain your bearings, and use those few minutes to figure out where you are and where you need to go. And here's a pro tip: download offline maps before you even leave your hotel room. Google Maps and Maps.me are lifesavers. That way you can navigate like a pro without looking like you're lost in the wilderness. Chapter 4. Lock it up. This next one might seem like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how many people make this mistake. Mistake number 4. Not using lockers or safes. Listen, I don't care if you're staying in a 5-star hotel or a cozy little guest house. Theft can happen anywhere. And trust me, you don't want to be that person kicking yourself because you didn't take a few extra seconds to lock up your valuables. Always, and I mean always, lock your bag, even when you're in your hotel room. Most hotels have safes in the rooms. Use them. And if you're staying in a hostel or an Airbnb, bring a small combination lock with you. Those little locks are lifesavers, especially if you're sharing a room or using shared lockers. It's such a simple habit, but it can literally be the difference between a relaxing trip and a total nightmare. Chapter 5. Nighttime Safety Tips. Alright, let's talk about nighttime. Mistake number 5, walking alone at night, especially in unfamiliar areas. I get it, exploring a new city after dark can be magical. The lights, the sounds, the energy, it's all part of the experience. But there's a fine line between soaking up the nightlife and putting yourself in a risky situation. Here's the deal. If you're out late, especially if you're by yourself, don't be afraid to splurge on taxis or ride shares. It's worth every penny for your peace of mind. And whatever you do, avoid dark alleys, deserted streets, and shortcuts you don't know like the back of your hand. Stick to well-lit, populated areas, and if you have to walk, walk with purpose. Remember, it's better to be safe than sorry. Chapter 6. Trust your gut. This next mistake is all about tapping into your intuition. Mistake number 6. Ignoring your gut feeling. You know that feeling you get deep down when something just doesn't feel right? Maybe it's a person, a place, or even just a vibe, but something's telling you to steer clear. Listen to that feeling. I can't stress this enough. Our instincts are there for a reason, and they're often right. I once talked myself out of walking down a sketchy-looking alley in Morocco because my gut was screaming at me to turn around. Turns out, I made the right call. I found out later that there had been a string of robberies in that very alley just days before. Coincidence? Maybe. But I'd rather be safe than sorry. So, trust your gut, even if you can't explain it. It might just save you from a whole lot of trouble. Chapter 7. Be prepared for anything. Alright, let's talk about being prepared for the unexpected. Mistake number 7, not being prepared for an emergency. Look, I'm not saying you need to pack a full-on survival kit, but having a few basic essentials can make all the difference if things go south. Always travel with a small first aid kit. You can buy pre-made ones or assemble your own. Throw in some bandages, antiseptic wipes, pain relievers, and any personal medications you take. It's also a good idea to carry some extra cash, just in case. And speaking of essentials, don't even think about leaving home without a portable charger. Dead phone battery can be a major headache, especially if you're relying on it for navigation or communication. And finally, for the love of all that is good in this world, get travel insurance. I know, it's another expense, but trust me, it's worth its weight in gold if you get sick, injured, or have to deal with any unexpected travel hiccups. Consider it an investment in your peace of mind. Chapter 8. Stay connected. And last but not least, let's talk about communication. Mistake number 8. No communication plan. Listen, we live in a digital age. There's no excuse for being completely off the grid, especially when you're traveling. Not having a way to call for help, get directions, or let your loved ones know you're okay is just plain risky. So, what's the solution? First things first, buy a local SIM card when you arrive at your destination. It's usually super cheap and gives you access to data and local calls. Not into swapping SIM cards? No problem. Download an eSIM app before you go. These apps are amazing because they let you activate a data plan on your phone without needing a physical SIM card. And hey, if all else fails, at the very least, let someone back home track your location. There are tons of apps out there like Find My or Life 360 that allow you to share your whereabouts with trusted contacts. Staying connected could literally be a lifeline in an emergency, so don't skip this step. Outro: stay safe, travel smart. So to recap, here are the 8 mistakes I wish I knew could put me in danger while traveling. Falling for local scams, flashing valuables, looking lost, not locking your stuff, walking alone at night, ignoring your gut, skipping emergency prep, and staying offline or unreachable. Look, I love to travel. It's in my blood, but I've learned the hard way that staying safe means being smart. Don't let these mistakes ruin your next adventure. Be aware, be prepared, and most importantly, trust your instincts. Travel is amazing, but staying safe means being smart. If you've made any of these mistakes or have your own tips, drop them in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more travel tips from someone who's learned the hard way.